Hello, hello, hello. I've been talking this whole time and my mic is muted. Okay, let me scroll back and see if any of the sound got through. None. Absolutely none. I might as well just restart at that point because I've been talking for the last 20 minutes. We are resetting because there was a lot of setup I was doing with commentary and y'all heard none of it. Okay. So we're back again with Pokemon Emerald Imperium. We are doing a hardcore Nuzlocke. What that means is that if a Pokemon faints, it dies. You can only catch one Pokemon per each area. Dupes Clause is allowed. So if I catch a Rattata in Route 1, when it gets to Route 2 and I get another Rattata as an encounter, I can skip that and go to the next Pokemon. I can't go over the level cap, which the level caps are hard-coded into the game. So there is no issue with that. No items in trainer battles. I can't use items anyway. Set mode only. Set mode means there's two different modes, set and switch. Switch mode means when an enemy Pokemon dies, it'll tell me what Pokemon it is, or it'll tell me, do you want to switch out? And then you can switch to a different Pokemon. Set mode, it's just they send in the next Pokemon without any prompts. That's set automatically, so we don't have to deal with that. Every Pokemon gets a nickname, and if my whole party wipes, even if there is Pokemon in the box, the run is over. So if full party dies, restart. We are on run number 8. This is attempt number our stream number 5, attempt number 5. We are going to change it up a bit since we have not gotten, we just on our last run got past the second gym battle with Mudkip, and it took us 7 deaths or 6 deaths to get to that point, and as soon as we beat Brawly, we died after the rival. We are going to switch it up, and I believe we're going to go try Chimchar this time. Chimchar, oh, we're changing it up by going with a fire type instead of a water type. Mudkip didn't really have anything good with good against Candace. Was really good against Roxanne. But it couldn't carry. Was kind of useless in the rival fight. And then for Gardenia was useless. And then for all but like one Pokemon for Brawly, it was kind of useless. With Chimchar, it's a fire type. So off the bat, good against Candace, the first major fight we do, and good against Gardenia, the end of our little first gauntlet. A gauntlet is a string of battles. So basically, Candace, then Roxanne, then the Team Rocket Grunt, then the rival, and then Gardenia all in a row without any new encounters is the first gauntlet. But also Chimchar evolves at level 14. So our first level cap will allow us, or it should allow us, to have a second stage starter before any major fights, which is going to be amazing stat wise and typing wise. Because not only is fire good against Candace, but fighting's good against Candace. Now, when it comes to Roxanne, fire is not good against her. But fighting might be. But we're not selecting Chimchar just because of Roxanne. And then on the Team Rocket Grunt, the fighting type is very useful. For the rival, the fighting type can be useful, and the fire type it can be useful. I'll pop up the rival fight now. So the rival fight has Golbat, not going to be much use. Hatchram, not going to be much use. Can't do Kubfu, but and then if we choose it, it'll get Stomp, which is good against us. But what is good about that is that Stomp has a 4 times weakness to grass. So if we get one bulky grass type, we would be able to just get rid of one of the rivals' teams, which is very good. And then straight after that, Gardenia just gets slapped around by Chimchar. Just slapped around. And then on Brawly, Chimchar is a good fighting resist and will do super effective damage against the Sand Slash as well. While we don't want to keep it in for Sand Slash, it is useful. Now, for names, we had decided on places. So we'll do places like states, cities, continents, stuff like that, that match with the Pokemon. We have, for Chimchar, we want somewhere that is hot. I chose Africa on the first attempt of this dialogue because it's hot, sparse, and there's monkeys. If you have any ideas instead of Africa, let me know. The Sahara? Yeah, I don't think the Sahara Desert has any monkeys. And like I was saying before, with the rival, it'll choose the counter to us. So if I choose a fire, it'll choose a water. If I choose a water, it'll choose a grass. And if I choose a grass, it'll choose a fire. However, I can pick Pokemon of all gens, and the rival is stuck to Gen 3. So that means if I go with any fire type, May will have Mudkip, which as soon as it evolves into Marshtomp, will automatically have a 4 times weakness to grass, and grass is very plentiful. So it's going to be really good because just one good grass type, and our rival's starter is just easy peasy lemon squeezy. All we're doing right now is getting to level 5 or to level 8, which Pidgey is using a bunch of feather dances, and we need a heal. We get to level 8 to go against the starter of the rival. While we could do it level 5, I really don't like the odds. So we get up to level 8 so we can guarantee a 3-hit KO. Like this Fomantis. If we got a Fomantis in our first roll, Mudkip's useless. The Mudkip on the rivals team is pretty much useless. Oh, okay. So, uh, oh. We gotta get the Pokedex first. Are we level 8? We are. So now we are on our way to beat May for the first time. A pack of wild Watchwolves. This first May fight is just a level 5 Mudkip. Should be pretty easy to deal with. We'll scratch 3 times and it should kill it. Now we gotta go back to Professor Birch and get the Pokedex. We receive the Pokedex, and then we receive a few random items, which we got the type boosting, held items, Oran berries, Pokeballs, and other miscellaneous items. Since we got the Pokeballs now, that means our Nuzlocke has officially begun. And we get some stuff from Mom. The infinite rare candies makes it to where we can level up all of our Pokemon to the level cap pretty quickly. Pokeball and infinite repel. Pokemon Vial just heals us. The infinite repel is an infinite repel, makes it to where no Pokemon can encounter, or we can encounter any Pokemon. Next nav lets us search for Pokemon, which we're not using that. I said once we get to death count 10, we might use it for 1 or 2 encounters here and there, but not really something we're going to rely on. We also have the PC, so we never have to go to a Pokemon Center again. We can heal like a Pokemon Center here, access our PC. We can change the time, search for Pokemon, activate our repel, which we will do. And we'll go here. I want to hatch the egg first. So we will go back. Oop, what is going on? We'll go back to the Pokemon Center. And get the egg from this guy. Now from the egg, we can get Sentret, Jigglypuff, Kricketot, Cubone, Pancham, Yamper, Rockruff, Snorant, Spoink, and Vavroom. We really want Sentret, Pancham, Rockruff, Snorant, Spoink, or Vavroom. We really don't want Jigglypuff, Kricketot, Cubone, or Yamper. And how we're going to hatch it, we're just going to press the fast forward button on the emulator and then run back and forth right here. Okay, let's see what we got. Pancham! It's always good to have 2 fighting type Pokemon. Now, you know what we gotta name this one, right? You gotta know. We're gonna name it China. What happened? Oh my! I forgot to uh turn off the fast forward. China, because China has pandas and kung fu. Why is that? You can pitch in. Suggest naming the next Pokemon Ohio. Okay. Well, I can go ahead and give you just the rundown of the Pokemon in each encounter if you'd like. Route 101 is solely grass. We don't have to decide on grass or water. Or solely grass encountered Pokemon instead of fishing. So we don't have to decide. It's got Shanks, Poochyena, Pidgey, Blipbug, Meowth, Bunnelby, Wurmple, Rolycoly, Fomantis, Swaddle, Vulpix, and Growlithe. We really want Shanks for its electric typing. Rolycoly would be good. Fomantis would be great to have in an early game. Grass type. And Growlithe would be pretty good. But let's see what we get. And we get Pidgey. Not really what we were looking for, but we can make it work. So with Pidgey, we can. I, I I was gonna say New York. New York would be a great one. I'm trying to think of any other place that has pigeons or a lot of birds. I know Alaska has a big bird population, but I don't think the birds are even related to what Pidgey's based off of. We'll go with New York. Okay, turn the repel back on. That is, we got Little Root because it's a starter. Route 101, which was Pidgey. We got Pancham from the egg, which means we have 3 Pokemon so far. Next is Route 103. And on Route 103, we want to go into the grass just because there's so many strong choices. It'd be stupid not to try to get a Snubble or something. Which we got Watchroll. Probably a really good Pokemon. It was MVP of last run, for sure. I don't like that we already have 2 flying types. Because Candace is ice, flying is weak to ice, and Roxanne is rock, flying is weak to rock. Not good not good typings right now. Now, what name, based off sparrows, Jack Sparrow, we should have named it the Caribbean. Or should have named it Caribbean. Caribbean. Or like Bermuda for the Bermuda Triangle or something. I don't know what bird Wattrel is, but we could do... What is... We could do Cali for California for Wattrel. Or we can find out what state uses the most electricity. Yeah, Texas uses the most overall. California is the second most overall. So both Texas and Cali would work. So we, since it's based off of California, a bird from Cali, we will just name it California. Now, here's where things change. Route 102 has better water encounters than land encounters. So, land, you can get Rattata, Mankey, Lillipup, Timber, Rookity, Fanfi, Routes, Bunsweep, Poliwag, Joltik, Vulpix, Alolan Vulpix, and Alolan Slash. Which, all of those aren't too bad. Mankey is pretty useful, but we have already 2 fighting types. Rattata might be useful, but something is, a lot of Pokemon are better than it. Lillipup, I wouldn't have a use for. Timber, same as Mankey. It would be okay, but we don't need another fighting type. We definitely don't need another flying type. Fanfi wouldn't be good until later, way later. Routes would be good way later in the game. Bonsleep would be really good now for the rival, but it's a 5% chance. And then Poliwag is a water. If we wanted a water, we could just fish. Joltik, trash. Alolan Vulpix, probably trash. Alolan Sandshrew, probably trash. And in the water, there's Surskit, Shellos, and Clauncher. Clauncher? Which Clauncher and Shellos, really decent. Surskit, not as much. But with a 66% chance to get a good water type versus the 5% chance to get what we want in the grass, which is Bunsweep, there it's just no choice. We have to go water. So we will keep... Yeah, for Route 102, we will keep the Repel on to get to come back once we get the fishing rod to fish, just because of the 66 chance to get a decent Pokemon. And before I fight, let's go ahead. Yeah, let's go ahead and do our infinite candy. I want to upgrade Africa to Africa 2.0. Flame Wheel, we'll get rid of Leer. We don't need Leer. We barely use it. There's a lot of times where we are just 2-tapped or 3-tapped. And at that point, why would we use status moves if we're getting 2 to 3 tapped? Brick Rake, really good move. Way better than Arm Thrust. Honestly, Brick Break could take you in a normal game through all the way from first gym to Elite Four, just because it's just a solid move. Uh, we don't really need guaranteed crits. I would rather not rely on crits. Also, a crit does like 1.5 times damage while ignoring any defense changes. I don't know why we would do that when we could just hit it twice. I mean, on some Pokemon it makes sense, but very, very few encounters will be like that. Also, I was wrong. Chimchar did not evolve. Did they change it? They did change it. Let's see if we can find it. Chimchar. It didn't say. Yeah, I guess they made it to where all the starters evolve at 16 just to avoid what we are going to do, which kind of sucks. Takedown, pretty good. We'll replace tackle with it. Which, I mean, that doesn't affect us too much. It was just going to make it more viable against Candace. But fire's still pretty good against her, so it shouldn't be too bad. And honestly, we have a fighting type and a fire type, so It should be easy peasy. Easy peasy. Got all that done. Repel is on. Let's go ahead through these trainers. Honestly, I'm just choosing whatever move tickles my fancy, because pretty much any move is going to kill. I probably should fast forward through these trainers, but it's the first run for Chimchar, so we might as well take our time. Okay, all trainers are defeated. Then we get the old rod. With the old rod in hand, we go all the way back to here. And then we're going to fish for our next encounter. Actually, we shouldn't have Chimchar out front. California would be a better or useful idea anyway. So we got hopefully Shellos. Clantra's not bad. Way better than Surskit, that's for sure. We'll take it. Yes, we would like to give Clantra a name. Where are blue lobsters found in the world? Rare genetic anomalies found in the wild across the Atlantic Ocean. We should call it Atlantic then. Actually, it's a girl. So Atlantica. Atlantis. I think Atlantica is probably our best choice. Give me just a second. I gotta get the cat down. Okay, get off the bag. Okay, repel's still on. We should be able to just run through this again, no problem. Now for Petersburg City, we can catch stuff as well. Petersburg City, we only get Galarian Slowpoke, regular Slowpoke, and Mantike. We're gonna hope and pray that it is not Mantike. Mantike takes so long to catch. But if it's Mantike, it is alright. All three options are useful. I probably prefer regular Slowpoke, but the Galarian Slowpoke is probably the best option. I hit my mic, sorry. The best option for our team. So we will go ahead and use the rod. Please don't be Mantike. It's Mantike. Okay. Buck up for 30 minutes of nothing but ball throwing. I lied. Thank goodness I lied. What should we name Mantike? We could do Mantike as Atlantis. How about that? Let's go back to our bag, get our candies. Bubble. Water gun, water sport. We'll switch water gun with bubble. Actually, let's just get rid of splash. Splash is a completely useless move. Okay, Kalantra did not learn but a single move. That's a little worrisome. I was hoping for some coverage or something. Wing attack, yes. Let's learn wing attack. We will get rid of supersonic. We do not need confusion moves. It's good when we have them, but we can do without. Okay. Everyone is up to speed. Now we have to go into the gym to go through the little cutscene. Which I'm still glad they skipped the whole cutscene because it was really long. Okay. We should be good. Also, with man-type, that means we have 2 water types and 3 flying types. And like I was saying before, flying types do not like ice and rocks. Which man-type will be alright in both of those fights. But definitely the other 2 flying types will not be. Now with 104, we want to do land. Well, 104 has Starly, Lotad, Teddiursa, Seedot, Farfetch'd, Galarian Farfetch'd, Nickit, Smoliv, Gossiflora, Galar Ponita, Lechonk, and two Panpors. We don't need Starly. Lotad would be awesome. Smoliv is okay. Grassflora is okay. Those are 2 grass types. And we really need a grass type for the Swampert on May's team. And then everything else is kind of mid. But the reason why we want to do that over the water types is because the water types are Clobbopus, Corphish, and Krabby, which all 3 of those are kind of bad. Okay. Turn off the repel and see what we get. Hopefully it's Lotad. Yes! We got the Lotad. Lotad is usually found, or is like a lily pad, which is found in like rivers and stuff. So we should name it after a river. We could name it the Missouri River. Missouri. We could do Missouri R for Missouri River. We could do Mississippi River, which that's even longer of a name. The Kappa, which is from Japan, which is where I got the idea. We can name it Japan, that's fine. We'll take it out of the PC. This does mean that we have 3 water types and 3 flying types. Yeah. We'll get rid of Pidgey right now. And we need to bring Lotad up to speed with everyone else. Yes, please. We do need Aurora Beam. Also, Lotad has such good coverage. And it also evolves. Let's go. Into Lombre. We just need one more candy. Repel is on. And we should be able to fight all these trainers, no issue. Yeah, we're going to try to keep as many Pokemon alive as we can, especially in these early fights, so we don't start snowballing like we do almost every run. This is also another encounter. Wait, it's all woods. It's got Caterpie, Pick-a-Peck, Zigzagoon, Execute, Hoothoot, Weedle, Tarantula, Swinub, Porloin, Toadschool, Pansage, and Frigigebex. I don't know how to say that one. Caterpie and all the other different bug types we don't want. We don't want Pick-a-Peck. We don't want Zigzagoon. Execute would be good. We don't want any of the flying types. Toadschool would be good. Pansage maybe. And definitely the Ice Dragon would be great, but that's also a 1%. So we will turn off the repel and see what we get. Please do not be a bug. It's Zigzagoon. Not the best, but we will deal with it. Zigzagoon. What do we name Zigzagoon? Based on a Japanese uh raccoon dog. So I do not know how to say that. Tiber Chiburijima Island. I don't. I'm probably not saying that right. Is in the Oki Islands of Shimane Prefecture, Japan, and has the highest concentration of wild raccoon dogs. Uh, would do Oki Island because I don't think I can spell that first name. In the little text box, it is really long. Turn back on the repel. Get the PC out. No, not move items. Move Pokemon. Let's swap these two. Having something that's neutral, more neutral than Clauncher is probably best. So we will level up Oki Islands to everyone else. Learned Headbutt, pretty good. We don't need Baby Doll Eyes. Odor Sleuth, don't need. Only learned useless moves. Okay then. Let's go ahead and see the abilities. Volt Absorb. That's going to be really good. We could switch it into electric moves when we know they're coming. Iron Fist. Punching moves are boosted by 30%. Swift Swim, which means we have double the speed in rain. Blaze, we know what that does. Boost the fire type moves by 50% if we're at 1/3 HP or lower. Gluttony eats berries early. Not too good, but decent for keeping health up. And then another Swift Swim. We might need to build a rain team. It's just too early for it, but rain teams would be pretty good. Or if we could set up rain, it'd be pretty good. Okay. Okay, here is a Team Rocket, Team Aqua Grunt. It has two dark types, dark with a dark Poochyena with bite and tackle, and then a water dark Carvana with Aqua Jet and bite. Fighting would do best here, so we switch in Pancham. And then once Carvana comes out, we can switch out if we need to Japan. Let's go ahead and give this to China. So he just does extra damage. We might be faster, but I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. We one shot. China, China number one. China, China number one. California is just tearing through these bug types. And you give us a bug move. Okay, there it goes. It fixed itself. Just use Spark. One tap, didn't even have to worry. We're not gonna take it. California is just eating through these trainers. Okay, next big fight. I didn't have it on here, but it's the double battle. One's a grass, one's a poison. I don't think we have anything for the poison type this time. Yeah, nothing for the poison type this time. Um, Should be fine like this then. If not, we can always switch into something else. We will bullet punch Ekans and pluck Gasflora. It didn't kill it this time. Okay. We're just gonna quick attack Gasflora and bullet punch the Ekans again. We'll heal up. And then next fight is Dawn. Dawn starts out with Baneri. We should start out with... We should only use Fake Out, which is fine. But we will have China in front if they switch out to Noibat. Let's see. I don't have my type chart up. Not that one. This one. Yep. If they send out Noibat, Noibat is Dragon Flying. We would need an Ice type move. Only Ice type move we have right now is on Lumbre, which wouldn't be ideal. And then, of course, Dragon Fairy. We don't have a good matchup for it, so we'll just plan for what moves it has. It has Dragon, which is only resisted by Steel and Fairy. We don't have either of those. Gus is Flying. We definitely do not need China in there. We can have California or Africa or Oki Islands going for that. And grass, all three options for the grass move are okay as well. And then Piplup, it has Bubble Beam, Aqua Jet, and Peck. So we can't send in the grass type or fire type. But California should be okay for it. And then if we have to, we can send in Atlantis for it. So we should be fine. I probably should have gave berries to the team. We might regret that in a minute. It's going to use Fake Out, will Bullet Punch, Crit, Flinch. That's fine. We're going to hit a Brick Break. And we one tap. It'll probably send out Noibat. Piplup. It's going to go for Peck then. We can safely switch into... If we want to do California for Piplup for sure. Bubble Beam shouldn't do too much. Ugh. Did a lot more than I expected it to. Well, Spark, we're still faster. Does a little over half. We should be able to... we do not want to risk it. It's going to hit random move. We'll switch into Atlantis. Should be fine. We'll wing attack. Didn't really do much. What about tackle? Either one don't do much. Okay. We will just wing attack then. And there goes that. Noibat. It probably sees a kill with Absorb. So we will switch out. We should switch to Africa to tank the Absorb. And since we're not fighting yet, the Gust won't do that much. We should just do. Yeah, we should just, even though it's not as effective, yeah, we could get a burn. We should tank 2 more moves. 21 to 14, is that right? Let's go back a little bit. I did not want that. I just wanted to go back. Yeah, 21 to 14, which is 7 damage. We should be fine for another hit. And we got a high roll. With Pokemon, a move does a range of damage from its low roll to a high roll. And that's why when we hit 2 moves in a row, they don't do exactly the same damage. So, like, let's say he hit me with a Twister and it did 7, and then on the next turn it did 6. So the 7 was a higher roll, and the 6 was a lower roll because the move has a range of damage it can do. Got a bunch more berries and a few more items. And we need to heal. We also need to give berries to everyone. Okay, everyone has a berry. Now, in Rustboro, it should be over here. There's grass. So we get another encounter. Let me scooch over. Rustboro City, we have a 50% chance to get Shroomish, which we really need. And there is a 20% chance to get Pidgey, which we already have one. So we can re-roll if we get a Pidgey, which makes Shroomish even more likely. And then there's a bunch of Meowths, Pansear, Ekans, Exew. We really want Shroomish. Really, really bad want Shroomish. And since we're going to be trying to get a Shroomish, we will go with Africa and turn off the repel. Please give me a Shroomish. We need a grass type. Like, desperately bad, we need a grass type. Yes, we got the Shroomish. Let's just quick ball it. We caught the Shroomish. Give Shroomish a name. Yes. I do not know what to name it. We can look up a place. You know what? There is a town in Pennsylvania known as Kennett Square, which is the mushroom capital of the world. It produces about 60% of all mushrooms in the United States. I think we should name it Pennsylvania. We have just enough. Let's turn back on the repel. Go into our PC. Move Pokemon. And we need to put Shroomish in the party. We'll base this team off of what we need for Candace, which we really don't need Shroomish for Candace, actually. We'll drop a Zigzagoon in the box for now, just to get it caught up, get Shroomish caught up to speed. Learned Leech Seed. Mega Drain, yes please. We'll trade Absorb for Mega Drain. And yes, we will learn Headbutt. Replace Tackle with Headbutt. We got the Repel on. We do. Now, Route 115 is another split, so we can fish or grass. Grass has Hatina, Nimble, Meditite, Slack Off, Impidimp, Sandile, Yampert, Fungus, Centret, Burmy, Sinisty, and Hoppet. We really don't want Hatina. Hatina's garbage. Meditite would be fine. Slackoth would be good later. Impidimp would be fine. Sandile would be fine. Fungus would be a backup grass type. Centret would be fine. Burmy dog water. Sinisty would be great. And Hoppet would be dog water. But since we really don't want Hatina, and Hatina's 20% chance makes the grass really unfavorable, But in the water, we have Feel, Seal, and Shelter. All three of those options are really good water ice types. Sfeel and Shelter are the better options. Sfeel is bulky, Shelter is a glass cannon, and then Seal is a decent middle ground. We really don't want Seal, but with a 66% chance to get, or no, not a 66, a 67% chance to get what we want, we have to go with the water. Now, before we do that, I'm going to take a quick pause to let the dogs go potty and for me to grab another drink. So we will be right back. Okay. I am back. We will close that. Yeah, sorry about that. Wait, if I don't take the dogs out, they will have accidents. And I don't have a little doggy door installed, which I might need one, but I'm afraid the hyper one will jump whatever fence we put up. So we were going to fish. Let me make sure we have their water ice types. So we want to do, we really don't have much. We can do China. China, number one. Then we can do the fishing rod. We got Sphere, probably the one we didn't want, but we will make do. It is still going to be fantastic for us. And we could probably name it Antarctica. Yeah, we can name it Antarctica. No. And R. I am spelling that wrong. That's Antarctic. I need Antarctica. Oh, there we go. And R. I was spelling it right. I need a capital letter. A-N. T-A-R-C-T. I see. Antarctica. Antarctica? What was I doing? We wanted to get Phil up to speed with everyone. Since we have two grass types, we will put one in the box. Let's we'll put Shroomish in the box, and then keep Lombre. And then we'll get it up to speed. Encore. Encore is really good in certain strategies. It's definitely a stall strat though. But could be good. Especially lock in a Pokemon with a diverse moveset in for 2 to 6 turns. Okay. Repel still on. Now we go to Route 116. And we just battle our way through it. We'll have Atlantis up front. Our Atlantic. No, this is Atlantis. Okay. And just pressing whatever move suits my fancy because everything is probably going to kill. At least in 2 taps. And it's got sturdy, but it doesn't have any moves that can attack us, so we still beat it. Okay, that is the last trainer. That means we have 2 more encounters we can do. We'll go ahead and see what's in this grass. On 216, there is Petalil, which would be good. Scorpy or Scorpy, whichever one. Which is okay. Then you got the Nidorans. Not as useful. Magby would be good to have another fire type, but it takes a minute for it to be useful. Bidoof, we really don't want. Nikaido would be great. Skitty, not too good. Volibye, not too good. Budu could be really good. Abra could be really good. Drowsy could be really good. Okay, with this move selection, since there's grass types, we don't want this out front. We should switch to this. Badu, that is an extra grass type, and that's actually turns into grass poison, which would be really good. Decent typing, decent typing. Uh, I think we should name it after a place with a bunch of poisonous flowers. Um, we could name it after the poison garden at the Allenwick Garden. We'll name it Allenwick for the Allenwick Poison Garden and Northumberland, England. Turn back on the repel, and then we'll go in here. Now in here, which this is the tunnel. Oh, you can get Whismer, Geodude, Ghastly, Dwebble, Aaron, Cubone, Sandagast, Sandshroom, Mareep, Magnemite, Knackley, and Duskull. Whismer, Dogwater. Geodude could be okay. Not something we really want. Ghastly good. Dwebble good. Aeron would be amazing. Cubone not so good. Sandygast not so good. Sandshrew not so good. Mareep would be awesome. Magnemite would be awesome. Knackley I would, in my opinion, better than Geodude. And then Duskull would be amazing. So let's see what we get. I'll turn off Repel. And since it is a bunch of rock types, we'll go into Atlantis. And we got the worst one. Huh. We needed a useless part of the world. Most useless place in the world is... there's a bunch of like islands that is considered a uh there's a tiny Pacific island nation that has a very small GDP, limited natural resources, and relies heavily on fishing and licensing its .tv internet domain. Tuvalu. Tuvalu. We will name it Tuvalu. Turn back on the repel. And before we plan out Candace, I want to go to the Pokestop, or not the Pokestop, the Pokemart. Not the Mart either. The Poke Center. Poke Center. Because I saw that we could, we can change our natures, change our genders, which would be really good. Okay. So let's see. We'll go into each one. So Mantike would benefit from a calm nature. Wattrel would benefit from timid. Or modest. Timid raises speed, but modest raises special attack. Both lower attack. We'd probably do timid just because we really need it fast. Lombre, same thing, modest or timid. We would probably do modest because we don't need it too fast. We don't need it that fast. What about Chimchar? We would probably just use physical attacks. Jolly raises speed minus special attack, and Adamant raises attack minus special attack. What's its speed sitting at? We probably would want to raise its speed, so we would do Jolly plus speed minus special attack. What about Seal? Calm or modest? Or bold? Let's see its stats right now. It's very defensive. We would probably want to raise its defense and lower its attack. Raise its regular defense, so we want bold. And Pancham, let's see. I probably should be writing these down. Is adamant. Yeah, let me write these down. Because I'm not going to remember them. So Pancham needs to have adamant. Seal needs bold. Chimchar, we said we didn't need it, or we did want it faster. So jolly. Lombre was modest or timid. We would go with modest because we don't need it faster, because it's probably going to be slower. Watchful wants timid because we want it to be fast. And Mantike should be calm. Okay, I got that written down. Let's see how it works. We want to change. We'll start with Mantike. We want calm plus special defense minus attack. We'll do watch roll next, which wants timid. Lombre wants modest. Chimchar wants jolly. Seal wants bold. And Pancham wants adamant. We'll probably do this to every Pokemon that we use. Yeah, I'm trying to beef them up as much as I can, so none of them die. We also, or no, we can wait to do those so we don't waste too much time. We do want to write down all of our, because we're about to have to plan out for Candace. So we want to make sure we have everything written down before I plan, take an account of everything. We have Mantike with a calm nature, Watchroll with a timid nature, Lombre with a modest nature, Chimchar with a jolly nature. We got Seal with a bold nature. Got Pancham with an adamant nature. And then we'll have to get out of here and then go into the summaries for these. Got Pidgey, which is... I'm not going to write down the natures for these just because we haven't changed them yet. So I know to go back through them. I misspelled Zigzagoon. Shroomish. Badu. Wiz and Whismer. That should be... Yep, that's the last one. Okay. Okay. We got all that written down. Now we have to plan out for Candace. Like usual, Candace has 4 Pokemon. Snover, which is Ice Grass. Spheal, which is Ice Water. Delibird, which is Ice Flying. And Catoddle, which is Pure Ice. Snover has Mega Drain, which is Grass. Ice Shard and Icy Wind, which are Ice. And then Sleep Powder, which puts someone to sleep. Spheal has Icy Wind, which is ice, Brine, which is water, Hidden Power Flying, which is flying, and Signal Beam, which is bug. Delibird has Fake Out and Ice Shard. Fake Out is usually a normal type move, but with its ability, it turns into ice type moves, and so both of those are ice type. Aerial Ace, which is flying, and Steel Wing, which is steel. And Catoddle has Ice Fang and Ice Shard, which are ice. Rock Smash, which is fighting, and Bulldoze, which is ground. That is what we are fighting against. Chimchar would be good because of fire. Pancham would be good because of fighting. Alombre would be good because it can come in on some of the water moves or other moves that it might be neutral to. Mantike is good because it resists water as well and can come in on flying moves. Spheal is good because really good neutral, and Watchel can come in as well. I think that's who we have, right? Mantike, Seal, Pancham, Lombre, Chimchar, Wattrel. Yeah, that's who I got. Chimchar is good against Snover Delibird. Pancham is good against Catotl and can be used as backup for another one. Lombre is good for Seal. Mantike is just a good defensive Pokemon. Spheal is another defensive Pokemon, and Wattrel is an emergency Pokemon for Spheal and Delibird. Okay, so how we do it? We lead with Africa. It'll probably switch out, but that is okay. When Snowvert comes up, it will its ability Snow Warning will make it start snowing or hailing, which makes Catotl faster. Does it really look like the enemy AI really cares about that or doesn't check for that when switching out? Because every time it snows, I haven't seen Catotl come out but once in our 7 attempts. Our 7 runs so far. And it's had like 4 chances too. At least. It will probably use Ice Shard. If not, it'll instantly switch. If it does instantly switch, it'll go into a one that has a super effective move. Probably be Seal, or it'd probably be Catotl. It probably won't do Delibird, just because Aerial Ace is the only move to hit us for neutral. It might go into Delibird just for the fake out, though. It seems to prioritize that move over everything else. Or over a bunch of different moves. If Seal comes out, Lombre should be able to deal with the Seal. If not, California can. If Delibird comes out, we can. Who did we say for Delibird? Chimchar could be good for Delibird as well. Or we can do. Or California. California should be okay. We want to watch out for the ice moves, though. Atlantis would be okay, and Seal would be okay against Delibird as well. They're just defensive Pokemon to wear down Delibird. And then if Catotl comes out, Pancham. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and save state it right here, just in case of what I do next breaks the game. I'm going to see if I can get... get the list of Pokemon we have so I can put it into the damage calculator. wants me to says we need the PK hex, which is going to take a minute. File open, select the save data. Oh, okay. We need to open it. It says there is. It'll just be a few more moments. Okay, hang on. We will make a different save state as well, because it says it could corrupt the file. Okay. Why is it not working? Okay, let me. So we did save it. We saved state twice, so we should be all right. I'm going to close the game for a second. Try to open back up. Hang on. Come on now. It is not working. It is not wanting to work. We'll go back to where we were. Can y'all still see the stream? It looks like it is still loading. There it goes. It is back up. I might have to load them all in by hand. I mean, which is fine. It's just going to take a bit longer than what I had originally intended. But we will not be doing that now. I will figure it out later. So we're probably not going to be able to do the damage calcs. But for Candace, it should be alright. It's probably going to switch out. We don't have a... Peg, stop it, please. You're making a lot of noise. We don't have really anything. Let's see. Actually, probably the best move here, because we are faster, the best move for us to use is Taunt, in case it stays in and tries to sleep powder. So we don't put, so it doesn't put Africa to sleep. And then if it switches in, it's as if we switched our Pokemon ourselves. So we'll use Taunt. Knew that was going to happen. That didn't affect it at all. It's going to use a water move. I meant to hit Summary, not Shift, but that's alright. It didn't. Why didn't it? What? There is no way. Because it wanted to lower the speed. I forgot that it prioritized lowering the speed. I have to get used to that. Our speed is not good, so it probably outspeeds now. Let's see what moves we got. Got Headbutt on this one. And Wing Attack. What I think we'll do is feel. No, feel. We should be able to deal with feel. We should be able to take an attack, at least one, and then hit it with an absorb. Or no, we're still faster. So we heal. We can take another one. And we are still faster. Ooh, 31 to 13, it said. 31 minus 13. It does 18 points of damage. We should survive. We will survive, especially after absorb. Um, I don't think it'll kill. It will probably use Signal Beam or Icy Wind. We should switch into our. I don't know if we're fast or not, but we should be able to outspeed. That is fine. Totally fine. Even if we get hit again, it should be fine. Send out Delibird. It's going to use Fake Out, which it's faster than us. I don't know what it's going to use next. Probably not Ice. It'll probably go for Aerial Ace or Steel Wing. For Delibird, we should switch in Chimchar. Actually, let me calculate the damage. I really don't want to because I got to put everything in manually, which sucks. Okay. Delibird, blank set. It's level 14. With an adamant nature. Refrigerate is its ability. It has a muscle band. And it is healthy. It is full HP. And it's got Fake Out, Aerial Ace, Ice Shard, and Steel Wing. Against our Seal, blank set, level 15. I don't know the base stats. And we have a, what did we say, bold nature. 20, 28, 23, 30, 23. Looks like R is correct. We have hydration. Item, we have a berry. And we are 19. It has a 87% chance to kill with Aerial Ace. It's either Faking Out or Aerial Ace. It has a 38 in speed. Yeah. None of our Pokemon outspeed it. Which, if it's just Faking Out, then Africa would be great. Aerial Ace is a little bit. 42 to 18. That is insane. It does 24 damage. We should survive another hit. Chimchar blanks at level 15 with base stats. It had Jolly, Blaze, 28. It will two-shot with Aerial Ace. So I will at least be able to get a hit in. Hopefully we burn it. Up, we killed it in one hit. Let's go. Katahdle. I don't know what move it's going to be using. I'm gonna be honest. Probably Bulldoze if I had to guess, but it could be random move. Be on the safe side, we will switch into Atlantis first to see what move it's going to use. Ice Shard, not too bad. We will stay in and Bubble Beam just to get some damage down at the lowered speed, which it's already pretty slow. I didn't see how much damage it did. 31 to 13. 31, 18. We should survive another. Let's try again. And actually, no! I'm stupid! Is Ice Shard priority? It is I didn't know it was a priority move. That really sucks. Good thing we have so many water types, so we're not too hurting about it. But shoot, that sucks. Sucks. We'll Bullet Punch since it has a priority move. Got Snover. It is probably going to Sleep Powder if I had to guess. We'll stay in and Bullet Punch it. We got a crit. Nice, nice. I thought it was going to Sleep Powder. I'm not going to lie. Which is fine. We can just Bullet Punch it again. Okay, Candace down with only 1 death. Not too bad. We've had better. We will remember that Ice Shard is priority for next time. For sure. And then PC. Move Pokemon. We lost Mantike. And then we will put Shroomish in most likely. Actually, we have 2 water types. So yeah, grass type would be best. And Shroomish probably has the best stats for it. We will go to the Poke Center and get Shroomish a new nature. Shroomish does better with Adamant or Jolly. We want Adamant. Actually, I don't know if we have any physical moves on you. Headbutt. Um, Honestly, you're not a very big hitter. But we can pre-poison you. Oh. Poison Hill is so broken. Especially if we find a leftovers. Or, yeah. If we can find where a leftover would be. Actually, I can look. We get leftovers from defeating Fantinia and defeating the rival. Okay. So we should get Fantinia, but that's going to be a while. Or Fantina. Okay, Roxanne's got Rhyhorn, which is ground rock. Whooper, which is poison ground. Gligar, which is ground flying. And Nosepatch, which is rock. Rhyhorn has Rock Tomb, Horn Attack, Bulldoze, and Rock Smash, which is rock, normal, ground, fighting. Whipper has Mudshot, Acid Spray, Yawn, and Sandstorm. Mudshot and Acid Spray are the only two attacking moves. It is ground and poison. Glygor has Wing Attack, Quick Attack, and Bulldoze. That is flying, normal, ground. Nosepass has Rock Blast, Spark, Bulldoze, and Thunder Wave. I don't think Thunder Wave might do damage. I don't remember if Thunder Waves or Thunder Shock is the one that doesn't. But anyway, it's rock, electric, ground. We definitely take Lombre in. Lombre can do big damage to Rhyhorn and the Wooper. Backup on Rhyhorn, it should be Seal. Because it's got water. Well, let's go into the PC. Chimchar is not going to be useful. And Wattrel is not going to be useful. We still might, just in case we could switch into an electric move on the nose pass. But if we switch into a rock move as well, Wattrel's dead. We might want to take Kalantra because it is a water type. We got spaces to fill. Okay, this is water, water grass, water, and grass. Really good. Lombre, Clauncher, and Seal can deal with Rhyhorn. If we need to, Shroomish can. Powder and Wooper can be handled by Lombre and Shroomish. Glygor can be handled by Clauncher and Seal, which are water types. If we need to, we can do Lombre, but Lombre also gets hit by Super Effective with the flying move. And then Pancham should just rock Nose Pass. And of course, we can switch in a grass type or water type to kill it. Probably want to bring another grass type then. Because the two birds will be kind of useless. Two normal types are kind of useless, and Chimchar's kind of useless. Just because it doesn't have that fighting type. That means we got to do more abilities. Or no, natures. Sorry, natures. Okay. These have nature changes. We need Claunchor. Would benefit from Modest. And then we have Badu. And what was Roserade speed 90. Roserade's decently fast. We shouldn't need the increased. No, that's with timid. I got you. I mean, we might want to do timid then. Since it benefits a lot from the speed. Okay. Now we have to get Badu up. Makes the Pokemon friendly but lowers base HP. Well, we don't have any EVs, so that should be fine. Okay. Does that mean it is friendly with us? It does. Okay. With high friendship and evolving, or with leveling up, it should evolve now as well. Yep, we did it. And I don't think we have a shiny stone, do we? Does not look like it. Nope. Which is fine. Stun Spore. We'll get rid of Water Sport. Mega Drain. Get rid of Absorb. Okay. We will use that before we get into the battle, because if we poison, it'll heal instead. No, we should be able to. Swift Swim, can't do nothing with that. Can't do nothing with Hydration. Iron Fist just boosts its moves. Yeah, Poison Hail is like leftovers, but if poisoned, boost or is boost pulse moves by 50%. We don't have that, but good to know. Okay, natural cool. So when that switches out, it loses its status. That's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and use this to poison it. Then we want to give berries to these two. Okay. Okay, for Roxanne, we have Lombre starting out. We could probably one tap it. Its special defense is real low, so we need to use our special attack, which is our best anyway. We really we'll probably want to boost our water move then. No. We want to boost our grass move because we also have to deal with the Wooper. Okay. So we boost the absorb. I know we could boost special moves, can't we? We might be able to. And that should be fine. Who's for Gliscor again? Claunchor and Seal. It hits like a truck, though. We might have to do Seal. We don't have Eviolite yet either. Should be fine. And then Nose Pass, fine. We might want to give Pancham a different berry. I mean, it should be fine. Let's see what items we got. Yeah, we give this one to Lombre instead, the wise glasses, because it boosts all the special moves. Okay. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at abilities. There's no better moves for Lombre. What does Ice Body do? not good. And thick fat resist damage from fire and ice type. Thick fat might be useful, but we're not going against any fire types right now. Let's look up Pancham. Iron Fist more scrap ready. Iron Fist is probably the best. Shrimish, now Poison Heal, is really good. Yeah, probably the best one we could have got. Launcher just has Mega Launcher. And then Roselia. Yeah, nothing better right now. We might be able to get Technician on a Roserade though. Okay. Well, yeah, maybe it was not best. We'll heal, so we stop that visual effect. And then go in here. Or we can just skip all the trainers too. And he's poisoned. And we should be good to go. We will hit him with the bubble. It did one shot. Okay. We will probably be fine, but I want to calculate it anyway. So, Gligar, blank set versus Lombre, blank set. No. Gligar, blank slate. Gligar 15. We are 15. 65, 75, 105, 35, 65, 85. That seems correct. With an adamant nature, it's got Sand Veil instead. Item is Orange Berry. It's healthy. It has wing attack, quick attack, and bulldoze. Let me move this to the screen. Summary. Alambre, we have a modest nature. We do have the swift swim. We do have the wise glasses. Base attack looks right. We do have swift swim. We are healthy. And we have astonish, aurora beam, absorb, and bubble. Okay. Ew. Okay. So the enemy's wing attack has a 6.3% chance to kill me in one hit. My aurora beam has a 6.3% chance to kill in one hit. Oh, and it is faster. .3% chance for us, for it to kill me and for me to kill it. Huh. We gotta click it. I mean, we live! And it lives. It's probably going to do quick attack. It means we want to switch out. Let's see, pure water. 28 defense. 28 defense. We have a 23 special. 29 special. We want to do Clauncher, actually. Even though he doesn't have the good moves. Okay. Let's do the damage counter with this one, but we only have to do Claunchers. Launcher, blank sledge, level 15. It has a modest nature. Mega launcher, yeah. Oranberry. We are 35 health. Let's see. 44, 20. No, stats look right. That is not what we wanted. Got bubble. Water gun. Water sport. And vice grip. And what? It's got like 9 health. Okay, it can kill me in 2 attacks. But either one of my water moves will kill it. Which I didn't really need to calc that. I just wanted to make sure it couldn't one-tap me. Both of them do the same. Then we got Nose Pass, Blank Sled, level 15. Uh, it's got 135, 45, 90, 30 with Impish as a nature. Ability Sturdy. It's got Berry, Juice. Status is healthy. It's got Rock Blast, Spark, Bulldoze, and Thunder Wave. It is either going to Rock Blast or Spark at me. But it shouldn't kill me. Unless it crits one of the Rock Blasts. We'll hit it with a bubble. Hit it with a bubble. You stupid lobster. It's gonna do a random move. Since it's gonna do a random move, who tanks the hits better? It's probably gonna be Rock Blast again. We'll go straight into Pancham. Now it's Spark. Please don't paralyze. I should be faster, right? What's my speed? 22. I'm barely faster. So we should be able to break it. And then I can bullet punch. Bullet punch. Come on. Why every single turn? Please don't say I die. That is 4 turns lost due to paralysis. 4 turns. Stop getting crits, Nose Pass. And Whooper. It's got water absorb. It will acid spray. We'll go ahead and leech seed it. We want to switch out because of the special defense drop. And we'll hit it with a Mega Drain. Speed fail. That's fine. We want to switch out again because of the special defense drop. Acid shot, that's fine. Pretty bulky. And we get Icy Wind. Oh, is that Deathless? A Deathless Roxanne? And our level cap increased. Yep, it was a Deathless Roxanne. Look at us go. Okay. We will save state right here. And that is going to be the end of the stream today. We got all of our encounters so far. We only lost one Pokemon, Mantike. We beat Candace. And we beat Roxanne. 2 people out of the 5-person gauntlet. When we get back on, we'll have the Team Rocket Grunt, which Pancham should deal with pretty well. The Rival, which we should have at least decently covered. And then Gardenia, which should be a cakewalk. We have poison resistance, and we have a fire type, and we have a bunch of flyers. So should be a piece of cake. But already, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.